I'm Mike with Ware Landscaping, and we're here at a job that had some massive water issues in their backyard. Pretty much a huge giant creek is flowing through their backyard, but you can see this is the end point of where everything is going to drain. And we had our backhoe in here yesterday and was doing the dig out. We're about 85% of the way there, but you can see we did this one extra wide, and it's an absolutely gorgeous house, but they just had a swampy mess all through here. They had 2 golden retrievers, and it just made an absolute mess with the dogs. And what we're going to do now is we're going to install the piping through here and a bunch of gravel. It's going to make a huge difference in their yard, and they're going to have a usable yard. And they obviously have a gorgeous house. It's going to be really neat when it's all done. We're installing a quadruple French drain. It's going to be a really big French drain. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to capture all of the water and keep it underground, so the customer doesn't have to deal with all of the sitting water in their yard and muddy paws from the dogs. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to install all the catch basins all throughout here. We're going to do 2 more pipes all through here, and then we're going to bring all the gravel in and start the grading, and it's looking great. It's really good. The water from the neighbors is now going, it's actually going right underneath into the French drain. This is exactly what we designed it to do. At the low point, we placed a quadruple French drain, which is a really big one. And then you can see here, we have all the catch basins at the bottom of the clay. And then we put these 6-inch PVC risers on, so that if there's any settling at all, it's a very easy fix. You just shave it down, and then this will keep it at the low point. But then there's a lot of water coming from this way, so we did a French drain that way. We installed a lot of 3/4 clean gravel, which is really important because the water can flow through it. And then we actually put filter fabric around each of the 4 pipes that are tied into this. And then what we also did is we did a burrito wrap with the filter fabric that's going to go between the gravel and the dirt that's going to get put on. But now we're kind of finishing the last part here. We're going to put the last part of gravel in, but then we're going to fill all of this in, regrade everything really nice, and instead of having to have a dry creek bed, we're actually going to have sod, and it's going to be a usable yard. It's not going to be as drastic of a valley anymore. It's going to be more subtle, which will make the yard more usable. But if you come down here, you can see the guys are down here, and they're putting the last bit of gravel in over the piping down here. And this is where all the water is going to flow. It's actually gonna help the neighbors. This is a good thing for both the neighbors up higher and down lower. But this last part is a really important part, because you want everything to slope towards the French drain, so then it's used to the full capacity. And it's going to turn out great. We're going to have sod all through here in a few days, and it'll turn out great. I'm Mike with Ware Landscaping, and we got Kendall with us today. But just want to kind of go over, this is a really important job, part of the job that we're at right now, and this is the final grade. We've got the French drain all installed through here. You can see these are extenders through here, and what we actually put the catch basins at the very bottom of the clay and put risers in, so then there won't ever be any settling. A real important part right now is we want to make sure that this is the actual low point, so the French drain is fully utilized, and that's kind of exactly what's going on right now. We're grinding up all of the existing soil, getting it ready for sod, but that way when it rains, hey Kendall, when it rains, it's all going to flow to this, and then everywhere else is going to be dry. We're getting really close here, and it's going it's going to look really good and work really well, and you can see how dry it is already. But yeah, just kind of wanted to go over how important the grading part is of a French drain system.